Welcome back, boys and girls. We are now going to dig into our science and math lessons for this week. Last week, we read Sarah, Cynthia, Sylvia Stout would not take the garbage out, along with Lady Lulu likes to litter. Both of these characters had a hard time cleaning up after themselves. I wonder if they could have recycled any of those materials. Your challenge for this week is to create something out of recyclable materials. We will be presenting our projects on Wednesday at 10 a.m. on Zoom or Thursday at 1 p.m. on Zoom and voting on the most creative ones. The only requirements are they have to be made out of recyclable materials. Not sure what that means? Check out this video here on BrainPop Junior and Clever and take the quiz. Having problems accessing Clever? Don't worry, I've put a link for you right here underneath elapsed time in math. The second thing we'll be covering today is going to be math, elapsed time. Now, elapsed time is the amount of time that passes from one point to another. Let's go to Nearpod together to investigate this. You can access Nearpod by going to Clever and clicking on the assignment, or you can join right here. You can join with this code. You go to join.nearpod.com, and here's your code, IPLVK. So let's take a peek. We have elapsed time by Diane Leone. In this lesson, students will tell time, write time, and solve problem time involving time intervals. Our question is, if you start your homework at 2:30 and finish at 4 o'clock, 2:30 all the way to 4 o'clock, how long is that? Let's stop here, write it down, and try and solve it. Not sure how? That's okay. I'll go over it with you on Wednesday and Thursday. We know that the hand on an analog clock has an hour hand and a minute hand. They help us tell the time. Your short hour hand is pointing right here to the 9, and the long minute hand is pointing at the 6, which is 6 minutes. Remember, each large number on the clock is a 5-minute interval. So we'd have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 minutes in an hour. In the following video, you will learn how to determine how to measure time intervals.
Finding elapsed time. In this video, you will learn how to find elapsed time using a number line. Let's begin. Jonah's soccer practice started at 2:30 p.m. and ended at 5:15 p.m. How long was Jonah's practice? When finding elapsed time, many students like to look at the start time and the end time and draw a straight line. Next, they place 2:30 as the start and 5:15 in this case as the end time.
If you have not done so, grab yourself a pencil and a piece of paper. Whatever you see written down, you should have on your paper. Right now, I should see a number line with a start time of 2:30 and an end time of 5:15. Stop now, grab your pencil and paper if you haven't done so.
I'm at the end of the number line. Next, they need to identify what it is they're solving. In this case, change of time. Next, finding 2:30 and adding how many minutes to it to bring us to the next hour. There are 60 minutes in 1 hour, and if we have 2:30, we know that it would take us 30 more minutes to go to the next hour, 3 o'clock. So we draw an arrow road and say plus 30. Next, we add 1 hour because we are at an hour interval, and it's easy to add hours at this point. 1 hour would bring us to 4 o'clock. Another hour would bring us to 5 o'clock. Can we add another hour? No, we cannot. That would bring us past 5:15. So we're almost finished with soccer practice. From 5 o'clock to 5:15, you can calculate how many minutes. 15. We're almost finished. The next thing that you need to do is take your hours and your minutes and find the total. If you add those together, you will see that Jonah's practice lasted 2 hours and 45 minutes. Be careful. A common mistake students make is trying to find the difference of the two times using a traditional subtraction method. The problem here is that time is based on 60 and not based on 10, so it might get you into a little bit of a sticky situation. The best bet is to use a number line, an empty number line. Let's try one more. Tanner was making a turkey for dinner. He calculated he would need to keep it in the oven for 2 hours and 25 minutes. If he puts it in the oven at 410, what time will it be ready? Now this is a little different. Did you notice something different about the times? We do know the start and we know the change. We're missing the end time. So we begin by identifying the start and the change and drawing our number line. 4:10, and now the change of 2 hours and 25 minutes lets us know we're going to be adding that much time to the start. So let's start with hours this time. Let's add 1 hour to 4:10. In doing so, we arrive at 5:10. Let's add a second hour, and by doing that, we arrive at 6:10. And finally, we're going to add 25 minutes to 6:10. Can you guess what time that turkey will be ready? 6:35. I can just smell it now. Tanner's turkey was ready at 6:35 p.m. In this video, you have learned how to find elapsed time using a number line.
Now we'll go through the steps together so we can review when we have our session. Here are some questions that we'll do together. Let's take a peek. Let's go ahead and read the question together. Here we go. Tony helped his grandfather rake leaves. He started at 4:30 and finished at 5:45. How long did he rake leaves? Show work using your number line. Let's make sure we draw our number line. You can try this on your own, and I will work through it with you on Wednesday and Thursday. Your assignments this week. You can go ahead and try these questions. Here they are right here. You could do number 1, 2, and 3 and write your answers on a sheet of paper. If that's not something that you'd like to do, you can go ahead and complete the Brain Pop elapsed time activity. It is assigned to you in Clever, and here are some additional questions that we may go through together in order to get a little deeper understanding. All right, boys and girls, that's it for today. I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday and Thursday this week at 10 o'clock on Wednesday and 1 o'clock on Thursday to go over science presentations and math. See you soon.